Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we're going to try to start the Forester. Alright, over the last week, recording this episode, we've lost about 3/4 of the clips that I recorded due to not having any audio. We had a lot of issues with the car as well, which I explained in those clips. Now I don't have them. So, let's see if I remember. Alright, when I first came out, after the fuel was leaking, I went to start the car and I left the ignition on from testing the fuel. So we had a dead flat battery. We had 3 or 4 volts at the battery. So I went out, got the black one, the black Forester, brought it in, put it on the jumper cables and let it charge up a bit. Alright, let's get it started. Alright, she's hooked up again. Let's see if we can get her started and running on all 4. No. Alright, so now we have a different issue. Pretty sure I've flooded it. So let's go get those spark plugs out. And they're all in the same condition. So looks like I'm going to be pulling spark plugs. Great. Love pulling spark plugs on a Forester. Alright, so just move the XT further back, close it up, close this, it's getting pretty cold. Get the heater on and we will pull out number 3 spark plug first, because actually had a bit of fuel sitting on top of the valve when I took this off. It leaked in there, so it probably just flooded that spark plug. So we'll check that one first and then we'll move to this one. So the 2 easiest ones, and then probably over here I'll have to go from underneath. So let's see how we go. Alright, got it out. Look how moist that plug is. Smells like fuel. Nice and wet. So clean it up, get it back in, and let's see if we can. Get the car started. These spark plugs aren't old at all. They don't look that good though. Alright, we got the spark plugs out of the right hand side of the engine. Fine. The coils came out fine. Went from the top to get this front one out, and then jacked the car up, and went from underneath to get that number 4 spark plug out. I may or may not have put a little bit too much pressure maybe on the coil, and I got it back in, right, all good, dried them off, cleaned them up, and now it started making a funny noise. Battery's still a little bit low, so let's go get the XT to jump start the Forester again. Alright, so I can't get the Forester to idle. I get my laptop and we see that the TPS is all over the place. Right, so let's get another TPS, make sure we can fix it. So we'll head off to the wreckers. Alright, back from the wreckers, managed to pick up another one. It was actually off SF5 in the same colour as well. I didn't have to take the throttle body off because this one was actually on this side, being NA. However, I need to get this throttle body off so I can get this off. So we'll take the intercooler pipe off, get the cable off, and we'll get those 12s off, and it should come off pretty easy. Alright, we've got the throttle body off, just need to get the sensor off, get the other one on, should be good. Alright, it's all back together, looking good. There's the old one. Alright, let's turn the ignition on, get the computer on, and we can see if it's jumping all over the place like the old one was. If it is, then it's the wiring. Computer's on, hopefully there's enough power just to connect. Alright, GPS. It's not moving at all. Yes. Alright, there we go. Alright, I need to recalibrate that because I pushed it all the way to the floor. It's only showing 91. Alright, let's find the sensors, throttle position. Alright, we are at 1.14, so I'm going to reset that. Right, 0. That's 100%. Right, so 0%, 100%. Sick! I fixed it! Hopefully it can run properly. See if we can start it. It's 11.4, so... Right, why is the TPS going all over the place? Great, that's not even starting. To get the other Forester in here and put it on charge again. Alright, TPS is working just fine. It's not jumping all over the place like the original one, so that's good. Now we got another issue. It's no start. I've gone through the oscilloscope on the Heltec. We are getting crank and we are getting cam sensor. I've turned off the injectors and it sounds different. Turn the injectors back on. It sounds like it wants to fire up, but it's not. What do you think it is? I think that maybe I damaged 2 of the coil packs on that side, because I kind of did force them up against the rails when I was getting it out. So I think I might have damaged them. What do you reckon? I think I might see if I can get a non-contact test light and crank it over and see if we've got light coming on. So see if it's triggering on these two and not triggering on these two, because it's not sounding good and it's not starting. So I don't know, guys, what do you guys think? It doesn't sound very good. Let's see if I can get a little clip for you of it not starting. Right, currently at 0. Alright, let's see. Have a listen. Just doesn't want to start. What about a quarter of a tank of fuel? I do have fuel. What do you reckon? I reckon I've damaged the coils. So tomorrow I might head out after work and get one of those test lights. Need something not probe, but probe free ones, but they're all AC. Need DC. Anyway, what are your thoughts?